today, had a good group here today, thank you. Accounts payable. That's for February's first.
February's accounts payables. Our APs are $94,542.01. With the townships is, the fire departments is $50,749.57. Payroll for both the whole month for fire department is $17,745.27, and the townships $20,392.91.
Any discussion? I'm gonna vote no again on paying the township payroll in February. Can you do a roll call, please? Yeah,
Roll call?
yes.
Who did the
No.
motion?
I did.
Steve did the motion, who's
Yeah.
second?
No, I'm gonna decline the township payroll for
Okay.
February,
Just the payroll.
yes.
Hope,
No.
Steve,
No,
Mary,
No.
Jill, no.
and to the public, what, I wanna make this clear, what we have is an employee that fudged, I believe, has fudged his hours, and he's getting paid for those hours. So that's, I just wanna make it clear with you, that's why we've been voting no on this. And without a
And it's
supervisor,
not that, we have a policy, everybody gets paid
Right.
anyways. There's a policy in the process that we have. So when we said no that month and you wondered about it, that's why. But we had to get more information before we could explain to the public. So we wanted to look through it and go through it, and we're still going through it. Doesn't mean the rest of the employees, the fire department, or the rest of us don't get paid. Everybody still gets paid because of that policy. It's just saying no because of this reason. And that's what we wanted to explain.
everybody understand that? Thank you. Mark?
Okay, March APs are $54,157.60, which the fire department is $16,088.48. Payroll for the fire department was $18,450.89, and for the township was $18,433.15.
And again, I make a motion, no on township payroll again, same reasons.
Okay, it says July on this line paper, but March. Hope,
No.
Mary,
No.
Steve,
No,
and Jill, no. Next. For payroll only.
correct. Treasurer's report?
Oh. The treasury report, of course, is up there for everyone to see. I know it still shows, I did close some accounts, the pension account was closed. The one that says delinquent tax fund, it's still showing money in it, but it's been closed. We just gotta get it transferred into our, BSNA program, which, Tracy's been working on to get that over, but it's all been transferred closed out from the banks and put into, the tax fund. And I think that's about it on my report.
I'll make a motion to accept it with auditor's review. Moving on to the township minutes. February 10th.
We did payroll, did we have to do accounts payable?
We did it together,
Yeah,
We did it all
we
together.
did it together on the one spreadsheet.
I make a motion to accept the February 10th minutes as written.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Aye. Special meeting, February 17th minutes.
I make a motion for February 17th minutes, accept them as they are.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. February
Hello,
20th.
Greg. I'm gonna. All right, you're on speaker.
February 24th minutes.
I gotta shut my mouth, sorry guys.
I accept the 24th. I make a motion to accept the February 24th, 2026 minutes as presented.
I second.
Third.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. March 5th. Make a motion to accept the minutes as written on March 5th.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. March 23rd.
I make a motion to accept March 23rd, 2026 as written.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Fire department report?
Good afternoon, everyone. The first report will be for the March report, which will show some February statistics. But in March, one of the main things that happened is that Sergeant Savanek, he passed his Instructor 1 test, so he is now a full-fledged Instructor 1 in the state of Michigan. Going on to the what would have been the April, we had 55 runs that month because of the ice storm. We got hit a little harder this year than we did the ice storm last year, but it still wasn't too bad for us. And the other important thing is we have hired 3 new people over at the fire department, and they began their training. Other than that, if you have any questions about the report, I'll be glad to answer them. Reports.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is this where you want me to talk about the,
SODs,
what's that? Yeah,
212.
yeah, I don't have a sheet in front of me, so I'm sorry. 212, so I put in front of the board to approve the policy of confined space operations. All I've done on this one is that we do confined space at, over on 4 Mile at different locations. It's a confined space standby compared to a confined space rescue. So we have to get ready in different ways, wear different gear and all that kind of stuff. So the past one was kind of combined as one, so all I did was divide it out into the standby and then the rescue. That's all I've done in that, and it kind of shows that in procedures 3.1 and 3.2.
But on the same proposal.
Yes,
On
It's the same
right,
SOG, yes, it
just you divided them up.
I've just divided them up because we use different equipment, different means to respond and all that kind of stuff. It was kind of generic before.
I'll make a motion to accept operation policies 212 for confined space. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. DPW? You have anything?
Not me,
Okay,
I was terminated from that position.
okay. Holo report. Ryan?
I'm not gonna go through everything on here, because there's quite a bit. We didn't have a meeting in March. It actually wasn't the weather, it was a scheduling issue. We've approved, ordering 30 new pumps, some other equipment, repair stuff. We've approved spending a bunch of stuff to get ready for the year. We had some issues with the check valves out there. It was causing our flow numbers to be double what they should have been. They were able to separate that and continue operating, then they were able to take them apart, clean them out. They were full of hair and all kinds of stuff, so they were able to completely clean them out, and lube everything up, readjust everything, and everything's working normally now, so we're good there. And they're gonna check it periodically. It's down in a pit, but you can go down there and you can actually hear if there's water going back through it, so they're gonna check that later this summer to make sure everything's good.
Brian, was that the problem like that, in February we were talking about? That
Yes.
the water wasn't, okay.
Yep,
Okay.
so there's 2 pumps, 2 check valves, and you can separate one and leave the other one running, so they were able to do that. Once they got them apart, cleaned everything out.
They got it,
Yep.
okay.
Our admin contract's up this year, so we're working with them on a new one. We've met with our attorney a couple times on this delinquent invoice issue that we've been having. We're actually doing pretty decent with it, because we've got currently about half the number of cabins and half the dollar amount we had last year. But we've reviewed everything with our attorney. We're gonna move forward with a shut off. So we're gonna shut sewer service off for non-payment. Once you hit 2 delinquent invoices, and a delinquent invoice is 90 days after it was sent, you're gonna go into the shutdown process. So there's notifications and stuff, and then if they fail to pay, they'll get shut off. And then there will be fees and stuff they're gonna have to pay to get connected back. We're starting to look at our new annual budget for this year coming up. We have to approve that by the end of June. We just took a look at it yesterday at our meeting. We'll be getting into more of it next month. Currently, we're just looking at a $5 per quarter per user increase in the O&M fee. The rest of the stuff, I think we're gonna be good. There could be a change if we decide to build a new building out there, then there will be something to do with that. But as far as the general budget, we're just looking at about a $5 increase right now. You guys were talking a month or 2 ago, a couple months ago, about a cell tower and stuff that you guys had out here. I was contacted by someone from, they're looking to put an AT&T tower in down at the north end of Higgins Lake. So I'm gonna be meeting with them this week, cause they're looking at possibly, they'd like to put it at the treatment plant property out there. Which would be some money bringing in. Currently they're off, it's like $800 a month to start, and then it would go from there. But once I get more information, I'll get with some of you guys just to kind of get an understanding of what you got going on in your township here, to then we can kind of compare things. That's pretty much it, the highlights. Doug was here, he didn't stay for the meeting. I asked him about returning to the Utility Authority Board. It looks like, he sounded like he wants to, but he said it'd probably be 6 to 9 months. so probably towards the end of this year. I'm assuming that you and Scott will continue on through that time then? Okay, cool, yeah. Other than that, this hasn't been an issue, but it's starting to get to now. I'm gonna need a door code or some way to get in and out for our meeting. Doug unlocked it yesterday and then Jill came by to lock it. But we don't have any way to get in and out, yeah. I mean, when you're there, obviously it's okay, but there's here and there occasionally we run into issues and, so I don't know what the process is or policy or how you guys handle
I'd
that.
say no reason why not give them a different count.
We'll just
Okay.
need a different, Pat can.
Let Pat say, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So I should get with Pat then on it?
Yes.
Perfect. Alright, you guys got any questions or anything for me, or?
What, that cell phone tower, they wanted to put it up there in the corner at the treatment plant? Do you know approximately?
There's no real location been set yet. I'm gonna talk to them tomorrow.
Okay,
And then, they're supposed to be up here Thursday, so the plan is we're gonna meet out there at the plant on Thursday and look around. Right now, there's power at that southeast corner there at the
Right.
intersection. Going west, no,
right,
so kind of yes, so that's something I wanna go over with them too. But there is power available there.
right, yeah,
I think that southeast corner there, although you have to remove some trees and stuff, that's probably the best location for them. You know, as far as accessing power and stuff.
right. And I was just thinking, cause we got a new one going up on Dort Road, I mean, gotta see if it meets our local zoning requirements. Is that a mile from, like, South Oak to that intersection? It's gotta be pretty close.
Close, yes,
Yeah.
real close, it's probably, yeah, it's right there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
So you got stuff in your zoning
exactly,
about towers?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's good to know.
So they'll wanna talk to Chris on that too.
Yep, definitely. No, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, I have nothing else. Anybody else? Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you guys later.
Yep. Business, offer on property, 327 Indian Lands. Do we have a land plot or anything like that drawn up or anything like that? So we can get a view of the property?
I have no idea. I haven't been working on it from his,
Okay,
but we can find out
Okay,
together.
this is,
Yeah.
Greg, I may be able to find you if you want, it'll take me, maybe a couple hours, some, satellite video, satellite shots of that property pretty easily through the Michigan State or through the Department of Defense stuff that I have. So if you'd like, and I could get the address, I could get some photographs of that property.
it's lot 327 Elk Herd Court.
You got it.
Thank
Elk
you.
Spelled like the animal?
Yep,
Wonderful, sir. Thank you.
okay, let's table that one. Bagger for the mower, do we have any quotes on that?
No, I have nothing else.
Just the one for Eagles. Jill's got that in the file.
A couple months ago, we got. Didn't come back from it.
Mm.
That was in our last.
That was last fall, wasn't it?
So I don't know if
Yeah,
it's gone up and on.
let's try and get a current price on that, and then we'll move forward with that, please. Can anybody explain anything on the bid for the restrooms?
Not really.
I was told it's for the ones back here for the hall.
Yeah,
Get them up to code.
but I don't, there's no builder's name, no business name, no insurance. I mean, I don't feel confident moving ahead with that.
No, because
I mean, we got one bid, I would like to have a couple at least.
Right.
Wasn't there grant involved in that?
that's what I thought, we were gonna have grants
I
too.
have no idea,
Kim had said there would be a grant.
but yeah, we don't have that in front of us, so
We'll have to table.
I'm gonna table that one too. Snow blower, I feel that we should just table that until fall because nobody has any snow blowers right now. Bids for Kelly's Clean Cut Lawn Service. This is very vague too, to me. I mean, it says Piroshini Cemetery, they don't, is it 7 Mile Cemetery too?
It's got Beaver Creek Cemetery. Online.
That's Beaver Creek
Township.
Beaver Creek Cemetery only.
Give it a-
I
Oh,
got Piroshini.
I have fire department.
Okay, so what I'm seeing here is, does that say fall cleanup at 7 something?
What's that?
Fall cleanup, how much is yours?
750?
Okay, fall cleanup over here is $975. So that's not the township hall or anything else, so that's probably gonna be out of our budget.
Let's table that.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have maintenance people who do. our
Everybody's got a
cleanup, and then
different-
we-
Yeah.
Yeah, cause it's all the
That's different from
departments,
yours.
there's fire department, there's Piroshini.
Oh, okay, it's 3
There's-
separate bids.
So, okay, so
Township.
instead of getting one page each, we all got
So
it.
you got the
All different
township,
page.
Okay.
yeah,
We'll table it anyway.
that's what we have maintenance.
Propane quotes. From Webster Garner.
Yeah, he was gonna send a bid in today, and, yeah, I can get it. Going with either Webster Garner or Amerigas are cheaper than Big and Sons.
Do we have,
Cause what statement is that from? Is that from Fick and Sons?
That's from Webster Garner. When he came in,
So did they give us sell us propane?
they can. They did not sell it. This was, he came in and this is what he. I believe this is probably somebody else
I
who
would
said he
table
gave it
this
to
too,
us.
because.
Yeah, well, it's not very explanatory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then look at, if you go down here, it says remit to,
Yeah,
Gives you the a gallon
why would it
amount,
be remitted to the,
which is the same, but a penny. in
that's what I'm saying, it
Amerigas.
looks like we paid this amount, that's why I'm wondering if this was Fick's statement and he put Webster Garner.
No. We did not pay this. I don't think.
no, because we paid Fix and Sons, there's nothing about
Yeah.
Webster Garden.
Cause see, it's all Fick
Oh, I
and
see
Sons
that,
here.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Very
a good-
confusing again.
yeah,
Let's table that. Same with Amerigas there. Commercial marijuana ordinance.
okay, is this what we gave back to them and they're bringing it back to us?
No, this is the ordinance to adopt so we can move forward. Correct me if I'm wrong, Greg. This is an ordinance to move forward so the planning commission can come up with standards?
Yes, sir. That's all you want to do is first of all, what I would do is have a discussion about it. And then again, send it into the planning commission to come up with standards. They'll ultimately come back with their proposal, and then that's when you get a chance to have your public meetings and then vote on it.
That's
Up or
when
down.
we get to vote.
Right, yeah. This just goes through describing everything about marijuana, what we can have, what the license, annual license.
It's pretty
who's in
much
charge.
like the
Yes.
rest of it, they
Yes.
just fixed it a little, yeah.
Yes, yeah,
And they still have some fixing that
Yes.
it looks like they're doing. Okay, so we'll send it,
well, I would make a motion to accept this ordinance as written. And then,
I wouldn't do that, I would just make a motion to, have, the document as written submitted to the planning commission for action.
okay,
Cause if you use the word submit this for,
Right.
acceptance, then, it could be perceived in the minutes, as having already approved the ordinance, and I know that that's not what you want to do. You wanna get a full-blown, document finalized, reviewed, public input, and then make your decision.
okay, oh, yeah. Make a motion to send this to the planning commission for their review.
What's that?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Election inspector raise, Joe?
Yeah, I figured out in my budget that they're only getting $14 and $15, and I think I wanna start them at 15 to 16, starting the new election coming up. I think they deserve more,
Yes,
they work hard and
make a motion to give the election inspectors $16 to 20,
well, it's
It's,
15
it's
to,
15 for inspectors and then the chairperson would get
so
16.
it'd be
Okay.
two
So it
different.
depends on what they do that day.
okay. Inspectors, $15 an hour,
We'll do two different ones, right? Two different motions.
yeah, but somebody's got to second.
I second it for the 15.
Do roll call, please.
Mary,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes,
Yes.
Jill, yes. $16.
Are you making a motion?
I'll make a motion to pay the chair, the election chair, $16 an hour.
I will second.
And then roll call.
Mary,
Aye.
Steve,
Yes,
Yes.
Michelle, yes. Excuse me, yes.
grading at the dump,
Around the perimeter where the potholes are, we need somebody to come in with a back blade to kind of break it up, bring things in from the side to the center.
okay.
Do we have any quotes on that?
No,
Any quotes? Tim, who did we use before? Do you-
Millikins.
Pelicans.
And last time it was done was 6 years ago.
Okay,
Wow.
I suggest we get a couple quotes if we can on that
Yeah.
and see, move right on with that. Cemetery,
I don't know what that's about. That's
I don't
something.
know if it's
no,
the,
only thing I'm wondering if there's something with the trees
I
that
think
fell
it's
out
the
there.
cleanup. We needed bids for the cleanup, if we could do it.
Well, I think we should go ahead with those, get those trees that fell there and so they don't damage something.
Right. Get them off the stones and stuff.
Yeah. Let's get one more quote before we move on that. Everybody feel comfortable with that?
Yes.
Public comments? Oh, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Dorothy Frederick, Beaver Creek Township. I was just wondering, where's Kim today?
We have no idea.
Thank you.
Ryan?
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ryan Swope.
Gotcha.
I'm your sheriff. I gave the board,
Can I just tell you that public comment is not the time for you guys to respond, it's to take questions and then not respond, please?
Okay,
Thank you.
so I gave the board packets of the 2025 Crawford County Sheriff's Office report. If you'd like, you can go to crawfordco.org and go into the Sheriff's Office and you'll find this exact report on there. But we'll try and discuss it a little bit for the board and the public to know what we're talking about here. So I'm making it a point to get to all the townships to go over the county stats in addition to each township stats. So in 2025, the Crawford County Sheriff's Office handled 8,348 complaints, and 966 of those were within Beaver Creek Township. If you look underneath, and sorry, we are starting on page 4. First couple pages are of our mission statement and things of that nature. So on the bottom half of page 4, you'll find that it's pretty interesting that the calls for service is remarkably consistent with the population of the county numbers. So I find that interesting. If you go to page 5, you'll see the top 5 incidences that were reported of the 966 in Beaver Creek Township. First of all, being traffic stops. Second, traffic policing. Third, traffic accidents. Fourth is general non-criminal calls. And fifth is health and safety calls. If you go to page 7, that's we wrote 1,356 citations in 2025. The top being exceed posted or unposted maximum of 573 tickets. That would be either M roads, county roads, city, township, and then the one below that for 118 citations, that would be on interstate, either 127 or I-75. Going on to page 8. If you have bought a gun recently, you know that the process has changed a little bit, where you used to be able to get the gun right at Jay's or Skips. Now if you don't have your CPL, you have to come to the sheriff's office and get your background run through us, and then you can go up to that business and purchase that weapon. So we issued 290 licenses last year for guns, and we had a total of 450 that we put in. If you do have your CPL, all you have to do is come get a form from us because you've already done your background, and then you can go buy that gun from wherever you'd like. So our numbers have gone up a lot with that law change, but keeps traffic coming and going a lot in the office. So going on to page 9, civil process. One of our constitutional obligations as a sheriff's office, we served 892 civil process papers. And at my last township, it was pointed out that there is a typo there. That should be December 31st, 2025, not 24. And that can be anything from summons, small claims, eviction notices, really anything and everything. And that is a revenue that we have at the sheriff's office. Depending upon what the paper service is, there's a fee affiliated with that service and the mileage to get to and from. So there was $19,622.08 of revenue the sheriff's office had from those paper services. On to page 10. We are very gracious for the community's support and the millages that you support. One of those being the school resource officers. And this is his report from August of 2024 to June of 2025, which would be that last school year. He handled 197 complaints within the 3 schools, being elementary, middle, and high school. And I'd say that our biggest things right now are you can see 16 cases of vaping, which that's where he's actually physically writing citations and things of that nature, but it's a real problem within our schools, and not just the high school and middle school. We're actually starting to see it in the elementary, unfortunately. So it's a real problem. So with that, if you go on to pages 11, 12, 13, and 14 are all of our reviews of our 3 seasonal programs that we have. We have Marine Patrol, ORV, and Snowmobile Patrol. Those funds are matches by the state of Michigan. They range from anywhere of a 75% match to 100% match. Those are county funds that are expended, and then we submit our paperwork, and then get reimbursed for those. And each of those is a breakdown of those seasonal activities that we do and the areas that we patrol. If you look on Marine Patrol, we had 476 hours and made 2,859 contacts. In ORV, we had 778 hours patrolled and made 1,034 contacts. And snowmobile, 384 patrol hours and 2,050 contacts. On page 15 is our jail year-end inmate population report. For 2025, we had 747 individuals come through the Crawford County Jail, and that is a breakdown by male and female and total for the month or months. In total, we had 542 males and 205 females. And then below that, you'll see the average daily population, which is for each month, what our daily average population is. So we have a 53-bed facility, and our daily population for 2025 was 30.42, which we find is higher than the last few years. Tail end of COVID and jail reform really brought our numbers down a lot, but that's kind of transitioned a little bit. We're seeing those numbers be brought up a little bit. Last but not least, on page 16 is our court security. If you've been in the courthouse the last couple of years, we've implemented court security, and that is a division of the sheriff's office. Last year we had 25,949 people come through the front door of the courthouse. And then there's a breakdown of bag checks, security, weapon wands, x-ray count machine, alarms, and also just other things that Mr. Sherman does a great job for us up there. So he's a huge asset for us, and he does a great job with everything. So along with everybody else. So if the board has any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them. But like I said, we appreciate your continued support, and so I let you know what we're going on in the county and in Beaver Creek.
Thank you, Ryan.
Mhm.
That's very good.
Okay, any questions?
I don't have any
Okay,
questions.
all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Sherman is a wonderful person, but I did have to want to respond
To,
to the board.
go ahead.
And under Sheriff, sorry about that.
I've called much worse.
Okay. Well, if these numbers are wrong, let me know, but I'm just wanting you to know what's going on right now with the flooding that's happening. And currently in Beaver Creek, we're really not affected by it. We've got some high water coming through the creek and all that. Got a couple road sides that are kind of been washed out a little bit, but none of the roads are really affected at all. And Lovell's, on the other hand, the last I heard, they had 2 houses that were affected. Is it 3?
Definitely more than that.
It is.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I talked to South Branch this morning. This morning they had 6 that were affected, but they've been working all day, so there's probably more to that one too.
Yeah, I mean, everything we're seeing is, I was up in Frederick yesterday afternoon, the river up there was high for sure, but didn't look quite as bad as really where we're, the more that we start to see those branches start to come together is where we're really starting to find our problems. I was down on Juniper Way just before I came here, and that's, words can't speak, like it's impassable. So, and I know the South Branch is a problem, and Lovell's is a problem, so, we're here, but at the same point, Mother Nature is just doing her thing. And it's the path of least resistance, and that's really kind of apparent as you look at this and watch where there's just different directions of water going wherever it can and can't go, so it's, I feel like we've had a lot of once-in-a-lifetime things the last few years.
Yes.
I'm tired of having them.
Yes.
So,
Ice storms, ice storms.
yeah.
Last I heard, South Branch had asked the Michigan Tech team to come up and help with this. We've also put out the word to Lovell's and South Branch if they need anything, but it seems to be
The county has
pretty well.
declared a state of emergency, the
Yes, it
county
has.
but not to the state point at this
Okay.
point. So, we're getting some things in line for food, water, and, shelter if people need it.
That's it.
Thank you. Board members, Mary, you got anything?
Yeah, I just wanna say thanks to Tim for coming back and helping us out. He's doing a great job, so is Dale. I think they're both very nice gentlemen. They work hard, and I hear a lot of good things about them from the general public. I wanna say thank you to our clerks and their deputies and our treasurer's office. They do an amazing job. They have busted their butt through taxes, and now they're getting ready for voting. They're busting their bones, and I think they need to be appreciated. I wanna say thank you to Doug and his crew, cause I really think our fire department worked their tail off during the power outage and the ice storm.
Thank you. Joe, anything?
Just working on elections.
Okay. Oh,
Wrapped up 2026 taxes, that felt great. I had a couple people for delinquent, got paid by them, I'll be doing that payout, so that's nice, everything's done on that part of taxes. Of course, I'll be starting again, but, for summer. Other than that, I did wanna say, I bill for Blake Light, Consumers Energy, Warehouser, and White Pine. I bill them separate for the fire protection special assessment. We never got paid in 2024 from, Bakelite. I was able to recoup that money for you. I did get the 2024, and of course, everybody paid for 2025, so I just wanted to say that did help our fire protection and put more money, so, other than that, that's it.
thank you. I have nothing at this time. So I'll move to adjourn at 2:42.
Second.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everybody.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks.